Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all?
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello.
So, hello. Who's here? Gita and Judy and Sherry and Brenda and Emma and Jody are here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So, I gotta say, I'm surprised, and Lynn just popped in. I'm surprised how quickly this is all coming together.
I am too. I expected that we would be working on this for like ever.
Months,
Yes.
right? I know. But seriously, I mean, I'm telling you what, the first week squares are still funky to me. They're
Yes.
smaller. They're just
I was just gonna say when I lay my first week square on top of my second week square, and
yeah,
I even hooked up a hook size
yeah,
for this week or for the first week. I went up a hook size,
yeah.
and it's
I know,
still
I
considerably
know, I
smaller.
know. So this is going to have to be really blocked and stretched a lot, and it's going to be
Yes.
really open gates.
Yes.
You're going to
Now
open the gates.
let me ask you this question. On this past week's square, the
Yeah,
berries,
yeah,
is yours a little wobbly? Like there's a lot of stitches in
like
there?
this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that right in here, it gets a little weird. Yeah. And I don't want to stretch it a whole lot
No, exactly.
because we're going to have to stretch this one. Yeah. You can
Yes.
see what mine does right here. See right
Yep.
here.
Right in the middle, it
Yep.
kind
Right
of
in here.
does a little pooch.
Yep. It
Yep.
does. Sure does.
Yep.
So I'm going to have to be very careful when I block this one to just try to get it just flat without stretching it a lot.
Well, and that's why I'm glad that I have those blocks that have the grids on them because
Right.
I'll just choose a grid size that
Hmm.
is the smallest grid size to even this out.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I
then you'll
mean?
have to block this one to be
And then block the
the
rest
same.
to that same
Yep.
size.
You got it. Hello,
So,
Dawn and Robert and Linda have popped in.
did you start doing any blocking yet? Because I know you had
No,
mentioned
no.
because, and I didn't either for exactly that reason
And
because
I'm
I
glad I
thought,
didn't.
yes,
I'm glad I
exactly.
didn't because I see how much larger these are actually turning out,
Yes.
and I wouldn't have done these correctly. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
So,
right.
anyhow, mine are all woven ends and ready to go.
Oh, well, mine, how would you, okay. Would you have ever even believed that I would weave in my ends? I mean, come
No,
on. No,
no,
yeah, yeah.
no, but yeah, no.
Well,
So I was just telling Angie real quick because we both got in here very late. I was telling Angie I did buy the willow yarn in that ice. Was that what it was called?
yes,
Ice
this
or
one
something?
here, ice,
And
yes.
so it looked super white on the website.
But in person, it doesn't.
It's not.
No, it's
No.
cream. It's cream tea.
So I'm liking it with my, see, there it is. There it is with my squares so far. I like it. And the other yarns that I had purchased thinking I was going to try those would be an acrylic yarn. They would have a different feel, a
They
different
would.
texture.
Yes.
So I'm glad I got this one. I did get 4 balls of it. I'm happier that I used up more of this second skein of yarn
Yes.
for this
I was
one,
thinking about that,
although
definitely.
I still have a lot left.
I do too. I do too. And I'm
So,
wondering, depending on how, I'm a fan of a big blanket. I
yeah.
don't like small throws. They're just not useful to me. So depending, I'm a big girl. I got a lot to cover.
You are not a big girl.
So depending on how, once I lay this all out and see the dimensions, I might add one more row and
And what
make it
would you,
bigger.
and which one would you add? Which,
Well, I would alternate. You know what I mean?
okay. All right. Well, I'm going to see if I can find my center here of this. I
Oh,
hate,
I don't know what. Okay, so let me ask a quick question to everyone. I want to get some opinions. So here are
oh,
the
look
four.
at that.
These
That's not bad.
are. Oh, that isn't bad.
No.
These are the four colors that I have left, and our next one is buds.
Yep. We're doing
So,
buds.
which color would you think I should do buds in? And these are the two colors I've done so far, gates and berries.
What don't
Well,
we have a
figs and berries.
don't we
So
have a flower or something too?
yes, and I was thinking about doing the flower in the purple.
Well, you got to save your
No,
green
the leaves. Yeah, leaves in green. So
leaves
that's out.
and green,
That's
and then
out.
we got buds and flowers.
We got North Star, buds, and flowers.
See, I
So
think
North
Star
Star in the white.
really.
That's what I'm thinking because I'm doing my border in this sand.
See, I like the North Star in the yellow, but
North Star in yellow?
'cause,
Okay.
I mean, stars
Oh,
always
yeah, stars
are
are
shown
more
as
yellow.
yellow.
Yeah, okay, that's
And then look,
okay.
if you do your buds and flowers, buds and flower,
Mm-hmm.
you could have, I think, white buds, purple.
White buds, purple flowers. Okay,
I don't know. That's
great.
what I would do.
All right, that's settled.
I don't know.
Perfect. It's
I
settled.
know that my star is going to be peach, so kind of yellow.
Okay.
You know?
All right, now I got to try to find the center of my ball.
I know mine worked well today.
Wish me luck. You know what I do not like about balls of yarn is that you can't keep the label on them to know what color.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So,
Correct.
like, because I had purchased all 32 colors.
I know you got a ton.
So my box is full, and a lot of them are very similar colors. So I wanted to have the label so when I go in my big box to try to find the second ball, because I only took out one ball of each.
Right, so did I. But so the blue yarn, this yarn, we had so much left of it. I took my label and I put it right back in there and I tucked it back in the hole.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it stayed in there just fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this purpley one, I don't have as big of a ball left, but I still took the label and put it back around and tucked it inside.
I'm just still digging here.
I know this is the hardest ball of yarn to find the center.
Oh, man, I just made a mess. Oh, come on.
I know. I did it with my last one.
Oh, look at.
Look at you go.
Woohoo! That's like a win for the day.
Exactly. You have even less than me.
I know, but I did make a little bit of a mess. I got a little bit of booger hanging out of my.
You got a booger. Oh
I got a little bit of a booger hanging out.
All right, let's see. Well, okay, I want to go that close.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Cindy and Sherry and Robert and Sue. Dawn.
Too?
Sue is here too. Yes.
All righty then. So guess what? Guess how this starts?
The
same as all the others. Right?
Yep.
So you do your 4 chains and you slip stitch. Yeah, you sure do.
Now I have to warn you that I may be crocheting very slow today because I have a severe injury.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
What's your injury? I cannot get my camera correct. I just can't get it.
I cut my thumb and I had to put a Band-Aid on. And so now I'm holding my crochet hook with that thumb, but it's so slippery because it's a fabric Band-Aid. And so it's like, I can't, it's impeding my holding of my hook.
Well, good. I'll be able to keep up with you today. Sorry, okay. I'm still trying to get this to where you can see what the heck I'm doing, and I can't get it adjusted properly. Can't get adjusted. I got a hoodie on, and I got all kinds of stuff happening today. Goodness. We just got home. I mean, we literally got home. I walked in the door, threw the stuff off my table, and gathered up the stuff I needed. I was like, oh my gosh.
All right, so let's chain 4 for round 1. And that's going to count as our first double crochet in a chain 1.
Then we double crochet 3.
So we're starting out like we start out all the time. And I also have to apologize. I'm very shaky today. My hands are very shaky.
And chain 2 and 3 doubles and chain 2 and 3 doubles and, you know.
Until we have 4 sets, correct?
Yeah.
So for the final set, you're just going to make 2 double crochets and then slip stitch into the 3rd chain of your original chain 4.
Yes, ma'am.
There is some noisy machine going on outside of my house somewhere.
I just had a truck go by.
Oh my goodness. And deer hunting season just started.
Oh God.
Rifle season. And so all I heard all morning were
Gunshots.
yes.
One. What am I doing? 1, 2. Well, that's part of my problem. 3. And then we need 2 over here.
Hi, Brenda. Okay. So then we are going to slip stitch into your corner chain space.
How do I have my tail in the front currently?
Oh, it probably just flipped around.
What is that? How does that happen? Go back to the back. I like you in the back. Get out of my way. Right?
Get out of my way.
Get out of my way. All right.
All right. Now we are going to chain 4. And that counts as your first double crochet in a chain 1. And we're going to make 2 more double crochets into the same chain space.
And that's part of our corner.
And I'm dragging my ball with me. Hate
This
dragging
one
balls.
starts differently though. We start with a chain 1. Look at us.
Okay, so we're going to
chain 1, skip 1, double crochet.
Okay.
Chain 1, skip 1, and we're in our corner.
And we're in our corner, and we're going to put
Which is
2
doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles, right?
Yep. Oops, I split my yarn.
I do like the consistency, that's for sure.
Yeah, when I looked at this blanket, at the completed blanket, I mean, it's a gorgeous blanket.
And guess what? You just keep doing that again. Chain 1, skip 1. That's our pattern.
All the way around. Yep. It's a gorgeous blanket, but I really didn't expect it to be this easy. I mean, it's really not a difficult pattern.
No, it is not. And I mean, I guess watching Gary talk about it, and he did it over such a long period of time because, he was apparently doing a lot of other things too.
Right.
Makes it seem like it was more difficult.
A little bit more intimidating
than it actually is. It's really quite simple. At least so far.
Yes. Now, I'll tell you something that's not simple and that's killing me is that dang Franken blanket.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at that yet. So.
Oh, yeah, let me know because I sent it as a PDF attachment. I've solicited reinforcements.
And we'll see.
I just cannot get it. I've restarted that dang thing I don't know how many times, and I just always end up so wavy.
We'll see.
Now, when you get back to your starting corner, remember you have to put 1 more double crochet.
Yep.
And then you're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain of your chain 4.
And then you slip stitch into the space in the corner.
And then we're ready to start round 3.
We certainly are. Guess what we're going to start with? Chain 4. And 2 doubles in the corner.
Boy, I am really shaky.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Then we do a double in the first stitch.
Which may be hidden, so don't.
Yep. We do a chain 1 and skip a stitch. Oh, we skip the double, skip the chain space, and do a double
in the double.
And then a chain 2
and another
double in there.
In the double.
Ooh, that's different.
And then we do a chain 1, skip the chain space and the double, and put a double in the last double. Then you're back to your corner, which
And
is,
then you do your normal corner.
yep, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. And that's our repeat for that round.
Yeah.
So we'll do it again together because that one's a little different.
It is.
We'll do a double in the first stitch, chain 1,
Chain 1.
skip a double in a chain space,
Go to that middle double.
and do a double, chain 2, double in the same stitch. Chain 1, skip a chain space and a double, and do a double in the last stitch. Oops, and I got a big knot in my yarn. I don't know how that happened.
So we just kind of made a little V stitch there in the middle.
How did I get this knot in here?
It came that way.
I think so. I couldn't have possibly done something like that.
You know what? When I was doing my last square this morning, I had a spot where my yarn was like knotted up. I had to like weave my square through to get it untangled.
Really?
How big are the squares? This big? They're this big, Sue? I believe they're supposed to be what? They're supposed to be 16
between 16 and 17 centimeters.
centimeters. Yeah.
But like we were saying in the beginning, they're very so far the first 2 we've done have been 2 different sizes. And she did warn in the instructions that they could be different sizes because the one is so
chainy.
Yes, a lot of chains.
So many chains. Oh my gosh. I have to get yarn out of this ball. Come on. Come out. Oh, come out. Come out.
And then when you get back around.
Are you around already?
Uh-huh.
Oh, God, of
Did I
course.
put on another Band-Aid so I could
Yes, slow down a little more.
When we get back around to your starting corner, don't forget that you got to put 1 more double crochet into that corner.
You're not quite finished yet.
Before you slip stitch into the 3rd chain. So I was telling Mindy earlier when we talked, well, I'll tell you guys this after we do the next round. And then slip stitch into your corner. And that's what we got so far. It just looks like another kind of holy one, doesn't it?
Holy, 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 holy.
Oh, now Mindy's singing church hymns.
Yep, we got holes. We got holes.
Oh, goodness.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're back in our corner. Slip stitch into your corner. Chain 4 again.
What round are we on?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, round 4. So chain 4.
Do your 2 doubles in your corner. And now we do 3 double crochets. Well, look at that. There's 3 double crochets right there. Put 1 in each of those puppies. 9, 2, 3. Do a chain 1 and skip this chain space and double and do a 1 PC. Uh-oh.
Popcorn.
Oh, what's our popcorn supposed to be?
Well, I don't know. I'm going to have to go back up because she has different definition.
She has a different popcorn.
Yes, she does.
Oh, we're making a bud. Our popcorns are buds.
Okay, so our popcorn.
Did you find it? Okay,
yes.
I was just grabbing my paperwork.
Yep,
Okay,
the popcorn for this pattern is 5 double crochets. So we're doing this into the double crochet or into the chain space?
I think we go into that chain space.
Okay, so first do 5 double crochets.
Oh, we're going to do 2 of them in here. It's 5 doubles. See, isn't a popcorn normally like 4?
4, yep. So pull your loop up, take your hook out, stick it into the top of the first double crochet that you made, grab your loop and
Pull it through.
And then you are going to,
We're
and it doesn't say, usually as part of the
you
stitch,
close it.
You close it with a chain, but it doesn't indicate that on this.
No, but because we're chaining anyhow.
Right.
Because we're chaining 2 there, and then we're putting another popcorn in there.
Okay, so chain 2 and
do
another popcorn.
So 5 doubles again. That's a lot of bobbles in one little spot here, or little bumpies in one spot.
It is.
A lot going on here.
Take out your hook, stick it back in.
And then what do we do?
Through.
Then we chain 1.
Skip the double crochet and the chain
skip the next space, and then you do those 3 double crochets in the 3 stitches.
In the last 3 stitches. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
And then you're at your corner,
which is 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets.
Okay, I would have called this one berries, wouldn't you? This is
I would have called this berries.
Dingleberries here.
Mm-hmm. I kind of wish this was in my pink rather than the white.
Well, you could change it.
Though I've already done all the pink ones.
Oh, okay.
I'm certainly not going to take them all apart.
Not your purple. I was thinking your other purple you had.
Oh. Yes, I like these popcorns too, Jennifer. They're very pretty.
Oh, I need yarn. Come on, yarn. So you do a chain 1 after your doubles before you go in and do your popcorns.
Yes.
And then you do a chain 1 after you do your 2 popcorns.
Yes.
So you guys cannot even see me and see what I'm doing.
Oh, so what I was gonna. What was
no, I don't want to leave the site. No. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
I don't remember what I was going to say. I was going to tell you guys something before we started this round, and now it has completely slipped my mind.
Left your brain.
Yeah.
It'll come back.
Yeah, maybe not.
Something we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, something. Yes, it was something we were talking about earlier.
You said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one.
I know we talked about a lot of things.
We did.
Oh, I was going to ask if anybody else, and I know that I'm late to the party with this, and it happened weeks ago, but I'm just getting caught up on all the drama surrounding the Woolen Folk Festival that was the offshoot of the Rhinebeck from the end of October. Is anybody else all up in that drama? I love it. I'm just here for all the drama.
No, I watched a couple people and I was good.
Oh, I'm into it. I'm doing a deep dive.
No, I watched a couple people talk about it and that was enough for me.
Yeah, I'm doing a deep dive. And I still think that we should go to Rhinebeck next year.
Oh, so do I. So do I.
If anybody doesn't know, Rhinebeck is one of the biggest sheep and wool yarn festivals in the country. And it's held in upstate New York in the fall. And it's just gorgeous scenery, and it'd be a beautiful drive at that time of year going through, where we would have to drive to get there. And if we talked about it, and if we went through Canada, which would be our shortest route to get there, we would have to go through Niagara Falls, which would be kind of cool.
That would just be heartbreaking to have to do that, wouldn't it?
It would. It really would.
I've only been to Niagara Falls one time. Ayla and I talk about going. And I
went with my grandparents when I was a teenager, but I don't really remember it.
Yeah. I went when I was 18 or 19 or something. It's with our Girl Scout troop.
You did a lot of traveling with them.
Well, it was all one big trip.
Is that when you went to Vegas?
Yes.
Which I still think is so weird.
It was all one big trip. We went.
Uh-oh, something happened here. I only have 2 double crochets in this corner.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to cheat a little.
Yeah, that was all one big trip. We went out west, Vegas, Arizona, Grand Canyon, came back, went through Canada. It was all one big, huge trip.
That sounds like a lot.
Yellowstone, everywhere.
Holy crap. How long
We
were
were
you
gone for like, I don't know, 10, 14 days. I don't even know.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. It was a long trip.
Well, and you were young, so that was like you guys probably had to go on horse and buggy, right? It was Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Actually, so here's the deal. My parents had a truck, like a pickup truck, and they put a cab type thing on the top of it.
Uh-huh.
And put bench seats in the back of it and built seats in it and stuff and carpeted it.
My grandpa did the same thing with
and even installed seat belts in there.
Oh, see, my grandpa didn't go so far as the seat belts.
They did.
My grandma and I spent many a cross-country trip in the back of their pickup truck.
Right.
We played games. We had tea parties. We took naps. Well,
they tried to make it all very safe and protocol because we were transporting other people's kids,
Right. My grandpa didn't care about any of that crap.
Yeah. So we had a bunch of kids in the back of the. I don't like how wavy this is already.
Yeah. No. Well, mine's not too bad.
I mean, because those double dingle-bally things there are making it weird.
Yeah, mine doesn't look too bad.
Okay.
Double dingle balls.
Yeah, double dingle balls.
So yeah, I got that joke from Nate because we were talking. Nate's in driver's training. We were talking about driver's training, and I made a comment about when I was in driver's training, and he goes, "Oh, did you have to
the horse and buggy thing?
Did you have to feed the horses after you were done, or something like that?"
Nate, take Route 3 across Canada and drop down into Niagara and Buffalo. Okay, take Route 3. Okay, Brenda, we'll do that.
Hi, Tink.
All right, so we are at the end. We've slip stitched back into our corner, and we're going to chain 4.
For round 5, now we're on, right?
And then we're going to do 2 double crochets back in our corner for our other half of our corner. And then what are we going to do? We're going to chain 1. We're going to skip 1. That's the little close one that's hidden. Skip that. Do a double crochet in the next one. And we're going to chain 1 and we're going to skip 1. And we're going to do 2 double crochets.
Well, a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the way she writes it, but yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It 2 double crochets in the last 2 double
before
crochets.
Your dingle balls.
Chain 2. Skip the chain space and a popcorn.
Yep.
Do 1 single crochet in the chain space. The one between the balls, right?
Yes.
Single between our balls. And then
chain 2. Chain 2.
Okay, chain 2. Skip the next popcorn. Do 2 double crochets.
A double crochet in each of the next.
Yes, it's so weird the way that it's written like that.
Yeah. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, and then you're back in the corner. It is 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles.
So, my friend Molly.
Yes.
She's not hanging out with us today. She sent me a link the other day to somebody's channel.
Okay.
Now I got to remember, this is a chain. Hang on. Chain 1, skip 1, do a double. chain 1 and do the 2 doubles. Okay.
Yeah.
Just send me a link to this channel. And it's this chick. And I've learned more about the chick. But she does Lynn, yes, I have purple balls. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Better than blue balls.
Oh God. Okay, now I forgot. What do I have to do after the 2 doubles? I forgot. Do I
After the 2 doubles,
chain 2?
chain
Chain
single
2.
crochet in the
Go into the middle, chain 2.
Yeah.
I forgot how many chains.
2 chains. 2 chains.
2 chains before and 2 chains after.
Yes.
And it's this lady who does videos about crafting drama.
Yeah, is it Emma in the Moment? I told you about her earlier.
Is that her?
She does videos about crafting drama.
But is that what you were watching? Just the crafting drama one?
Yeah. Yeah.
She has another.
She has 2. She has Made in the Moment and
Yes.
Emma in the Moment.
Okay. Yes.
That's the girl I was telling you about. That's like the millennial, and she's like all sustainable, fast fashion.
Okay, so her drama videos.
Yes.
They're professionally done, not professionally, but
she's very good at yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But here was my whole take on the fact that she has a crafting drama channel.
Yes.
And this might hit home, Angie.
Okay.
I told Molly, I'm like, that's sad.
It really is.
It's sad.
Yeah.
That she has a whole channel dedicated to these dramas around crafting. And it's mostly yarny stuff.
Yes. Like she just did one about Ravelry. She did one about
right.
What Magical Creations yarn, which was like
thing that's so sad about it is that there's so many people out there. She doesn't have that many subscribers. That's not true. She doesn't have that many videos.
No, she just started that second drama channel.
And it hasn't been out there that long.
No, it has not.
And her videos get a crap ton of views.
Yes, they do.
And she's got a crap ton of subscribers.
Yes.
Just because people are going to listen to drama.
Yes. Yes.
That's sad.
Yeah, it really is. That's exactly who I was telling you about earlier I was telling you about her.
That just makes me go, wow, what is our world coming to that there's that many people out there
that are just starving for drama?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's nuts. And then that's when I learned that she does have another channel.
I just burped really loud. That was very rude.
That she has another channel as well, like she knits or whatever.
Yeah, she knits and crochets.
She what?
She knits and crochets.
Yeah. Well, I think isn't she more knitter?
She's primarily a knitter, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I found it sad.
She's also my apologies to any of you millennials out there, but she's a millennial and she's very outspoken about like critical about people who use synthetic fibers and I
didn't get into any of that stuff. I didn't listen to any of those.
Don't buy ethically sourced yarn and
unethically.
Right, exactly. Right.
Must be all. The sheep was not sheared; it came off naturally, and
yes, exactly. And it ate grass.
Yeah, I didn't watch her other stuff, and I only watched one video of the drama, and I was done. With the drama. I'm done. Anyhow, yeah, I'm not into that. I'm just not into that. You know me, I try to be drama free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was row 5. We're on 6 already.
All right.
Slip stitch into our corner. Chain 4.
And then 2 double crochets.
What?
I know. Crazy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Now, 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip a double, skip the chain, and do 1 double, 2 chain, 1 double in that middle double crochet we got there.
Okay, 1 double, 2 chains, 1
1
double.
double. Then we chain 1, skip a chain space and a double, and do 1 double. So 1 double in the last one there before our popcorn.
Makes sense so far.
And then I lost my place. 2 double crochets in the chain space.
Alrighty. I'm not even looking at my pattern. I'm counting on you on having it right.
Well, we did our double crochet in that last one before the popcorns. We did a double crochet. Then we do 2 doubles in the chain.
Space, a double in the double, or a double in the single. 2 doubles in the next chain space.
Okay, I was right. Okay. It's hard to follow along with this pattern. It's like, you get lost.
I know. And then
I'm like, double, chain. Where am I?
Double, toil and trouble.
Right? And then 2 more doubles in the next chain space?
Yes. And then a double in the next double. And then a chain 1, skip the double in the chain space. And then in that solitary double,
We do that B.
A double, chain 2, double, all in the same stitch.
Yeah.
And then a chain 1, skip 1, or skip the chain space and the double, and do a double in the last stitch. Then you're back to your corner. And
there we go.
A big knot in my yarn somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. This one's a little more complex.
Little bit. So let's go. You want to do one more side together?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to finish my corner here. Hang on.
Well, I've got a.
And you got a schnot?
I've got a schnot.
You got a schnot.
I've got a schnot in my yarn.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm funny when it comes to drama because I don't want to be a part of it. Like, I will never comment on drama or.
But you'll watch it.
Oh, but I'll watch the heck out of it. Heck yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're one of those people.
Oh, yeah. Give me the popcorn and the, yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'll watch the heck out of it.
All right. So we do a double crochet in that first stitch.
Mm-hmm.
Chain 1. Skip that double, skip that chain space, and then we go to that double that's sitting there all by itself.
Yep, and that's where we put our V stitch.
Yeah, we do our V stitch, which is 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles.
1 double, 2 chains, 1 double.
Oh yeah, 1 double. Oh, thank you. I did too. Crapola.
Hi, Anita.
1 double.
Hi, Linda.
2 chains, 1 double. I was getting carried away with myself.
Yeah, you are.
And then it's what? A chain 1.
Skip the chain and the double and go into the last double before the bobbles and do a double. Then 2 doubles in the chain space.
No chain after that one.
No. 1 double in the single and 2 doubles in the next chain space.
We just did a whole bunch of doubles in a row there.
Yes, we did. And then a double in the next double. Chain 1, skip a double in a chain space, and then in that solitary single or solitary double by itself, double,
1
chain
double,
2,
chain 2,
double, chain 1, skip 1, double in the last. And then we're back to our corner.
We got to do some more popcorns eventually, right?
Exactly, Dawn. I watch it, but I never comment. I don't want to ever be a part of any drama. Like, I don't know what I would do if, like, any drama ever arose that I was a party to. I would be beside myself. I don't do anything that would put myself in that position.
Right. I avoid it.
Yeah.
And that's what I think people are getting to that point with the whole woolen folk thing. It's like, okay, people, okay.
Right. Like I said, I'm a little bit late. I'm watching stuff that's like 2 and 3 weeks old.
It's like we've heard enough.
Yeah, I didn't watch it in the beginning, so I'm just catching up.
We've heard enough.
I would like, I mean, if we do go to Rhinebeck next year, I would like to go to Cake Palooza though, and the indie one.
Yeah. Cake Palooza was done really well, it sounds like.
Yes. Yeah, and it sounded like the indie one was a little unorganized, but
Not bad.
Not bad, yeah. And I think, you know, what had a definite detrimental effect on this year's event was the fact that there was so much rain.
Well, that's.
I mean, it was just, it's just, you know, it's not fun to go and get rained on all weekend.
No, but really it was just the Friday. I don't.
Oh,
think
it didn't rain on Saturday or
I don't
Sunday?
think it rained as much on Saturday. It was Friday that was really a pain in the patootie.
Okay.
And that's when they had all of these extra events going on because the actual festival itself didn't start until Saturday.
Right. It's only Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, it was.
And I was thinking about that. If we do go, I would like to go both Saturday and Sunday. If
possible. So you want to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
I do.
You want to do the whole shebang?
I want to do the whole shebang.
The whole shebang.
Because I was listening to one lady and she's gone for the past, like, I think 4 or 5 years to Rhinebeck. And she said that Sunday is much more laid back.
Yeah.
Like most people go on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I was thinking do Saturday to kind of like get the lay of the land and then have Sunday be my day of purchases.
Gotcha.
But we have to start planning our Rhinebeck sweaters.
Right?
Oh, Sean's here. Hi, Sean.
I saw Sean.
I did. I just saw her. Oh, and I just saw Linda too. I've never used charts for crochet before, but it's much easier with Pudge. Yeah, I don't like charts. I just don't like them. I find myself getting lost in them.
I was like, we're back already to our corner? I didn't think we were back already, but we're back.
Oh yeah, we're back.
Didn't seem like we had done 4 sides yet.
Anita, don't wish that on me. I often worry about that because I do crochet so much. Like there's times, like especially if I'm having insomnia or whatever, there's times where I can crochet like 20 hours a day. But I've never had a problem though. Knock on wood.
I could not. Okay, this is weird. Why does our last row end with popcorns?
No, we have 8 rows. We're going into row
I know.
Oh, but wait, row 8 has popcorns too?
Yeah, so why does
does
the last row have popcorns?
That's gonna be weird. That's gonna be weird.
That's what I'm thinking. I just looked ahead, that's all. And I saw.
Oh, somebody wants to know what happened. Okay. So I'm gonna give Lynn, I'll give you like a brief synopsis. So
what happened about what?
It with Rhinebeck. Well, it didn't really happen with Rhinebeck. Okay. So, oh, look at this, you guys. Ew.
Wow, what is that?
It's like a dirty piece of wool.
Is it burnt?
No, it just looks like a gray piece of wool got
Judy needs some help with the yarn for the tote we made from Crochet Craft. Tote.
So I am going to cut that out of there.
Are you talking about that bag that I made? That I just made?
The one that you showed in your Yarny video, I think.
Yeah.
Kieran Cotton Cakes, wasn't it?
It was a Kieran Cotton Cake. Uh-huh. If that's your question, it was a Kieran Cotton Cake. Yeah. Jennifer, crochet all day and all night. Just stop long enough to eat and go to the bathroom.
Yep, same.
You people. Dang.
Yep, I'm the same way.
Okay, we'll talk about the woolen folk thing after we do
this round. Yeah.
We got to get going with this one. Yes. So we got to put our corner in. Do our corner. And then do 3 double crochets.
Sorry, I had to cut out that I had to cut out that yucky spot, so I'm a little behind.
So we do 1, 2, 3 double crochets in a row chain 1, skip the chain space and the first double crochet. Oh, we're doing a popcorn here too.
Yeah. That I knew that's why we were putting in that V-stitch.
Oh, okay. I'm wrong. Okay. I saw popcorn come up in round 8, but we're skipping the popcorn in round 8.
Oh, good.
So we do our popcorns here. Okay.
Okay, so are we gonna do 2 again?
Skip a space and a double crochet. Do a popcorn, chain 2, popcorn. Yep.
Okay, so 2 popcorns in that chain 2 space.
Chain 2 and do another popcorn.
You know, I use Jeff's iPad for the pattern when we're doing our lives here, and I gotta change the setting on it because
it keeps going dark.
Yes, it keeps going dark and it drives me, and so I lose my pattern all the time.
Now you know. That's why I printed this one. I printed off the whole shebang. I got the whole thing here.
Okay, so after we do that, what's next?
I don't know. I'm still finishing my popcorn. Hang on. And my ball of yarn's traveling. Look, it's coming to get me.
I know, mine was doing that too.
Let me finish this little popcorn and I'll tell you. Okay, after the popcorn, we do chain 1, skip a double crochet, that on the other side of the popcorn, skip that double crochet,
and the
chain space, and do 7 double crochets.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so that's nice and easy.
That's our big long double area.
That's our big stretch doubles.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that, and then we're going to mirror what we did at the beginning of the row.
Mm-hmm.
So once we get to the end of that 7, we will chain 1 and do a popcorn, chain 2 popcorn in the chain 2 space.
This yarn's driving me nuts. Oh, you got a big snot out of your yarn now.
Yeah, I pulled it out because it was like it was binding up within the ball.
We chain 1 after
the first popcorn, you chain 2.
But after our doubles, our 7 doubles, we do chain 1.
Chain 1, yes. Yeah. Between the 2 popcorns, you chain 2, and then before and after the 2 popcorns,
it's a chain 1.
It's a chain 1. Yep. And then double in the last 3, which brings you back to your corner. So that is an easy round. And your corner is 2 doubles, chain 2 doubles. And then start the whole rigmarole all over again. So that's an easy round. I don't think we need to go over that one again. Okay, so Rhinebeck, well, it's not actually called Rhinebeck. It's called the New York Sheep and Wool Festival.
Right.
And it's a huge, huge, huge fiber festival. And it can't grow anymore. They have as many vendors there as they can have.
Because it's at a fairgrounds.
Yes.
So it's just like what Angie and I've gone to, except it's a little larger. It's a big fairgrounds.
Right. So what some people have done is they have organized other events that they put on at the same time as the New York Sheep and Wool Festival. Well, like the day before. And you can, while you're in town for New York Sheep and Wool, you can go to these other events. Now, I think for all 3 of them, so there's Cake Palooza.
Yep.
And there's Indie. What is it called? Indie something.
Mm-hmm. Indie something.
It's Indie something. And then there's Woolen Folk.
Indie something. Indie, I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
They're yarn companies.
Yes. But they have, they have several vendors.
Yes. So they started by one company started it and invited other vendors to come.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Woolen Folk this year, for example, had 90 vendors.
Yeah.
So 90 different yarn companies came to vend.
And Woolen Folk was actually started by a lady who owns a yarn shop in New York.
Well, it was actually started by 2 ladies.
Yeah. And one of them owns the yarn shop.
Yes. And then so for the first, and this was only its third year.
Hi, Francesca.
So the first 2 years, these two ladies organized it. And for this year, one of the ladies dropped out. So it was left to just the lady who owns the yarn shop.
Yep.
And there was just a ton of stuff that went wrong with the planning and and then the weather didn't help, but in the logistics, and there were venue changes, and there was parking issues, and everybody was crammed in.
Back up just a little bit. These 3 offshoot little separate event festivals, you have to buy a ticket to go to them.
Yes. And some of them have times
Yes.
that you have to purchase a ticket in a certain time slot.
Yes. The first 2 had time slots. You needed to show up and you had like 2 hours to go and shop at the vendors.
Yes.
And Woolen Folk did not do that.
Right. So they sold 3,000 advance tickets for a venue that has seating for 500. So
they changed the location last minute.
Yes. And
it was small.
Too small. They didn't have maps of where the vendors were supposed to set up. The vendors had to pay $900 per stall for a 10 by 10 setup. And I heard from some vendors, because there was a vlog where a bunch of the vendors were interviewed, that some of these vendors did not make one sale because of the location of their stall was inaccessible.
Some of them got shoved upstairs.
Right, where there was like 1-2 person elevator to get to it. I've heard that there were accessibility problems for people who had mobility issues.
It flooded.
So a lot of the vendors' merchandise vendors' merchandise got damaged. The walkways were so muddy that they took the vendors. There were vendors that came from the UK to vend at this event. So obviously they had to ship their yarn. So they were going to have to ship their remaining stock that they didn't sell back to where they came from. And so they were told when they set up to break down their boxes and to put them all in this one location. So when they came, and they did this Thursday when they loaded in. So when they came back Friday to the festival, the organizers had taken all of their broken down boxes that these vendors were going to use to ship their yarn back home and had paved the muddy aisleways with their boxes. There were no flaps on the tents, because they were using tents. There were no flaps on them to protect from the rain and the mud coming down.
So that was the outside people.
Yes. The inside people, some people had paid for 2 spots, so they had paid double. And there was not enough room for that. So there were vendors who were sharing tents. There were vendors that were set up so that they were in the corner and landlocked, basically, where the aisleways, nobody could even get to them. Vendors that were set up right in front of the bathrooms, so they had to smell porta potty all day. It was just an organizational nightmare.
Yeah.
And it raked in. I mean, if you calculated out not only the vendor fees, but also the admission fees for everybody, for all those 3,000 people's worth of tickets that they sold. And then even if you calculate on the high end of a venue rental fee and the other fees, the organizers made out like a fat rat. And, it was just a very poorly organized event.
I'm going to tell you a funny story right now.
Okay.
I wondered how I got finished already.
What'd you do?
Completely forgot to do all my popcorns.
Oh, well, that could be a reason.
I basically did the last row again.
Oh, okay. That could be a reason.
Oh goodness.
Oh, and then on top of that, it was supposed to be, so the name Woolen Folk, it was supposed to be not only a yarn fiber festival, but they were supposed to also have like really good food and live music. And so so they sold 3,000 tickets, and then they only had 3 food trucks show up. And the 3 food trucks, one was vegan, one was oysters, and the other one was barbecue. So, I mean, seriously? Like, if you didn't happen to like one of those, and plus 3 food trucks for 3,000 people.
Okay, so I will tell you right now, you've been digging deep into this because
Oh yeah. Oh dude, I could tell you so much.
you've heard all kinds of stuff that I never heard.
Yeah, I told you I did a deep dive. I really did a deep dive into this.
Oh boy.
And then on top of that, they had sponsors. So they had these companies who had paid $2,500 each to be sponsors. And then the sponsors did not get spotlighted in any way. There was nothing, no signage or anything that listed the sponsor names. The website didn't have the sponsors, companies' names, nothing.
Because they got a little bag of goodies and stuff from all these sponsors, correct?
No, that was only if that's a whole nother deal. That's a whole nother story.
I thought that's what they were supposed to get, a bag or something.
Well, no, okay. Some people were supposed to get a bag. So if you went on Friday, you didn't get a bag and you just paid. Now I've heard reports, depending on when you bought your ticket, was determined how much you paid for your ticket. So it was between $45 and $60 just to get in to go shopping. Okay, so you're paying to go shopping.
Yeah.
After these vendors have paid at least $900 per spot, and these sponsors have paid $2,500 to sponsor. On top of that, you're paying between $40 and $60 just to go. So, and then you had an option of going to, and this was on Friday, there was an option for a VIP reception on Thursday night. The VIP, which included live music, a sit-down, supposedly fancy dinner, and a swag bag, and early shopping. And the cost for that event was $250. And there were like 150 people at this. So 150 people for this fancy dinner. I guess they were just crammed in like sardines. It was really hard to find, to sit down. And then they ran out of dessert, like 30 people in to 150 people. And the swag bags were like, not everybody got one. They didn't have enough swag bags.
So that was the Thursday night event that was.
Yes, that was $250 more dollars. Oh, Michelle, you did a deep dive too. Yeah, I went deep on this. I'm still going. I didn't
go that deep. I listened, like I said, to about 3 people talk about their experience, and I was like, I got the general gist, and I was done.
So, Michelle, I have a question for you. How's your Franken blanket going?
Oh, she's doing the Franken blanket?
She is doing the Franken blanket. Mine's not going well. Not going well at all. My Franken blanket sucks. Sucks a fat one. Yes, exactly. You know what they're calling it, Sean? Do you guys remember the Fire Festival, FYRE, the Fire Festival? It was like back in the early 2000s, I think. And this guy promoted this huge music festival that was going to be like an all-inclusive thing on this private tropical island. And it turned out to be a big scam.
Never heard of it.
Okay, well, do a deep dive into that sometime. In fact, I think there's a Netflix documentary about it. But yeah, so people are calling this the Fiber Festival, FYBER. So they're comparing it. Yeah, they're comparing it to the Fire Festival.
I can only listen to so much of that. I just can't, you know. Like I said,
Michelle, you frogged and have it restarted. Yeah. Yep. Uh-huh.
cotton cake, yes. Cotton cake, yes. That is exactly what I used for that bag. I'm sorry, it's taking me longer because I had my square finished without popcorns. So I've
A
had
lot of good it's gonna do without popcorn.
I've had to tear it out and go back, and now I'm adding in popcorn. So I apologize.
And Judy, the cotton cakes are nice because they have the color shifts in them. So that would be a nice one to use. But you could use any cotton yarn for that. Like you could use like the Premier Home cotton, or even like Lion 24/7 cotton if you wanted to do it in a solid.
Yeah, but that was what was nice about the cotton cake
yeah. Here, let me show you. I've got one right here actually. Let me grab it.
It changed colors for you, and it looked really pretty.
Right. I forget what I'm making with this. Oh, what am I making with this?
Francesca, I didn't answer your question because Angie was telling her story, but we are making a blanket called Nature's Walk, and it is 6 different squares, and you make 8 of each different square, and then you put them all together.
So there's all different kinds of cotton cakes, Judy. Like this one is called a cotton lava cake, and so it's like a solid color on the outside, and then the middle is like this variegated. And I think I'm making a bag with this. I don't remember. Oh no, what is this?
It looks like a top.
I know it does, but what? Oh yes, I'm making. It's a little. Okay, that's what it is. It's a little.
It looks like a top.
Yeah, it's a kid's. It's a kid's.
Okay.
Top.
I'm like, I don't know how you're making a bag, but that looks like a top.
It's a kid's top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad when you got stuff sitting around and you're like, what was this? What project was this? What hook was I using? What's going on with this?
This is another cotton cake that I just happen to have sitting here. This is just the regular classic Caron cotton cake, and it's like stripes.
That's a pretty pattern working up for you there.
Yeah, this is a bag. Yep, this one is a bag.
That one's a bag. Okay, that looks like a bag.
Yes.
A Madonna top. There you go.
I love this color too. What is this? Almond. And I think Jody claimed this. Jody's not here today, is she? But I think Jody wanted this bag. And I don't, you know what sucks is.
You guys, I cannot. Okay. You're just going to have to run the show today, Angie.
Okay.
I've missed an entire. Oh my gosh.
What did you do now?
Don't ask.
Okay. I won't.
Okay. Do you see anything wrong? Do you see anything wrong with this row right here? This row right here. See anything wrong with it?
I can't really see. Well, yeah, you missed. Yeah. What's going on there?
What's wrong here?
Do you not have a chain space there?
I don't have any popcorns.
Oh my gosh. You did it again?
I keep trying to not make the popcorns.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with me? I just keep putting another V-stitch in the V-stitch and just going on. I'm like, okay, I'm good. V-stitch, V-stitch. Good Lord, I'm never going to finish this round.
Oh, Michelle, I know. I was so bummed I missed that sale. They had that upcycle yarn for $2 each.
I know.
I missed it too.
I didn't miss it. I looked at it and then I decided I didn't want it.
Well, I totally missed it, and I'm bummed because I wanted to do the I saw Michelle. She sent me a picture last week after we talked about it of the poncho with arms.
Oh yeah, the swan show.
Yes, I loved it. It's so gorgeous, and I want to get that yarn.
Don't you have that yarn?
I do, but it's in use. I'm making that.
I know. But do you like that yarn?
I don't.
See, never mind. That's why I don't want it right there.
It's okay. Let me. There are things. Yes and no. I love the colors. I love the way it's dyed. Like I
Uh-huh.
love the colors, and it's very soft because it's of the alpaca content. But I don't love that it's bumpy yarn.
I don't either.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean by bumpy
The
yarn,
twist of
right? The
it.
twist of it.
It's the
Yeah,
twist of
it's
it
the
is weird.
twist. Yes, I don't
Every
like
time I
bumpy
look
yarn.
at it, I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I don't think so. So I've looked at it so many times and I just keep saying no. 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 Okay, I have to do a popcorn set in the V stitches. Oh, yeah.
Oy, oy, oy. Well, look at this. I've got another funky thing happening. I'm going to end off here.
Talk about funky. I'm all funky today. I just
I'm gonna have extra ends on this round, but whatever.
can't
Because this
seem
yarn
to get
is
together today with it.
weird. It like stranded out on me.
Stranded out. What does that
Like,
mean?
well, it came unstranded. It was like all weird. It came to a knot at this in the skein. So I'm cutting that out and I'm starting over on round 8 with a
Well, I'm glad you're here to entertain people while I just keep redoing this.
Oh, I hardly think I'm entertaining.
The bumpy doesn't bother you that bad? I just don't. I don't care for it.
Oh, Michelle, I feel the same way. Oh my gosh, I was just telling Mindy this morning. I really regret that I ordered 2 blankets worth of yarn for that damn Franken blanket.
So you're both struggling with it.
Yes. And you know, a lot of people are. A lot of people are struggling with it. We're not the only ones. I keep thinking I can power through. And I told Mindy earlier that there's usually nothing I can't handle. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing that I can't grasp the concept of eventually if I set my mind to it. But I'm really, really, no matter how hard I try, it's just not coming out. I mean, my counts and everything, my stitch counts and everything are correct. I'm not having a problem with that. And I can follow the pattern. It's just that it turns out wavy every time and I hate it. Let me ask you guys this question. So Mindy and I, well, we both got different colors, but we both got this yarn at the shop talk last week. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago?
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, time flies when you're stuck in the bathroom. So we got these.
We weren't going to talk about that, remember?
No, we weren't going to talk about it. These Sirdar jewel spun Aran. It's a 200. They're gorgeous. It's a 200-gram ball, so it has 546 yards of I believe it's a 4-weight. Well, Aran, yeah, it's an Aran weight. But look at those gorgeous colors. Aren't those just Angie colors? What could I do? But I only got one ball.
Yep.
So what could I make with 546 yards? And let me see what it's made out of. Oh, it's 100% acrylic, and it's definitely soft. So it could be, around my neck or whatever.
Sue, don't ask about the Franken blanket. It's so complicated. It's a crochet-along, and somebody put it together, and it's 75 different patterns from 14 different designers.
Yes.
And you have to buy some, and some are free, and it's week by week, and you got to pay attention and try to put this thing together. How's that?
And so not only that, but you have to jump. Okay, so you're using, like Mindy said, 15 different patterns from 15 different designers, plus not only that, but then the person who put it together
changes the pattern.
So you have to have the pattern for the week that is being used for that week, but then you have to flip between that pattern and her changes every, and her changes get released every week. So it's a big, It's
So
gorgeous. I mean, it's gorgeous.
It's a cluster, Sue. That's what it is. It's a cluster.
It is gorgeous. It's a very, very beautiful blanket when it's finished.
If you'd
Very
like
beautiful.
to see it, all you have to do is go join the Franken Blanket thing on Facebook. You can follow along and watch it. You don't have to.
Yes.
That's what I did. It does sound like a nightmare, right, Jennifer? And some of the patterns, you got to go buy them, and others are free. And I'm like, what? Why? What?
Francesca, that's a great idea, but I don't. It's acrylic, but it's kind of woolly, and it's like a it's not a spun. It's not it's a single strand. It's not a plied yarn, and I don't think it would I don't think it'd drape real great for a shawl.
I don't know, it might.
Well, and then on top of that, I don't really wear shawls.
Well, there's that.
And that sucks because I love making them and I love the way they look. And there are some gorgeous shawl patterns out there, but I don't use them. So it's, really kind of a waste for me personally.
You know what I'm going to do here real quick?
Yeah.
I'm going to look at this and make sure I got 2 sets of baubles on each side now, 2 little sets of popcorns, and I do. I'm going to put it down for a second. No, it does not look like Frankenstein.
No, nothing like that. So it's gorgeous. It's called the Franken Blanket. Franken Blanket.
It looks kind of like your blanket.
Yeah, it looks a lot like your blanket.
Kind of like your blanket that Angie was working on.
Let me see if I can pull it up here on Jeff's iPad and show you.
Here is my jewel spun colors right here. Let me show you. Hang on. Here's mine. How pretty, right? Mine's got some purples in it and blues. Mine really looks like denim, we thought. It's soft. It's super soft. I think it would drape just fine, Angie. I think it would drape nicely.
So let me see if I can get this picture any bigger, because Jeff's not a part of this group and I'm on his Facebook because this is his iPad. But this is what it looks like. There's a glare there. But isn't it gorgeous? I mean, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous blanket.
And the part that I'm the least fond of is the part you're having trouble with. I don't like the center of it. I'm not crazy about that part of it.
Well, because it's overlay mosaic crochet and it's very thick.
It gets really, really bulky in the center, is what I feel like. But all right, I took a break. Look, 4 baubles, 8 bobbly, popcorny things.
Oh, Sue says I should make another pair of shorts.
I saw that. All right. Okay, now we're to round 8. Am I right?
Yes.
I didn't think I would ever going to finish that one. I've included a photo tutorial to refresh your memory on the popcorn stitches. You should need it. If you should need it. Should you need it? I can't read what she wrote.
No, you can't.
Popcorn stitches are quite a bit of extra yarn when making these squares, so as always keep an eye on the gauge to keep things on track. Perfect.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So we slip stitched into our corner and we're going to chain 4.
Yes. And then we're going to put 2 more double crochets.
And I'm going to just take out a whole bunch of yarn out of this ball because it just doesn't want to come out. I'm just taking out a bunch and throwing it on the floor.
Then we're going to put a double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. I'm trying to cover my ends because I ended off after that last round because my yarn was funky.
I have something to talk about after we get this round handled here.
Okay, I suppose I'll let you have a turn since it is your channel.
Now we're going to chain 2. We're going to skip and we're going to go in between our popcorns. Am I right? 1 single crochet in between our popcorns. Chain 2. Skip the popcorn and all that and go to those 7 double crochets we have in the middle and do 7 double crochets.
We're not going to end on this round, are we? So we're going to end the round with chain spaces that we're going to have to connect the squares together with chain spaces. That's odd, isn't it?
Sure.
Doesn't that seem a little strange? Does that not seem strange to anybody else?
It's not as odd as your Franken blanket.
This is pretty odd.
So then after you put your single in between your two popcorns, you chain. How many? Two.
Chain 2. Yeah.
And then you do the 5 double crochets to get to your corner.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this. You know what I think I might do? I think I might, because of the way some of the other squares end as well, I think I might, at the end of this all, before I connect my squares, and if I have enough yarn of every color, I might put a single crochet round around each of the squares.
I'm not going to do that.
I don't like how this is ending. It really, really bugs me.
I'm fine with it.
I don't like it.
So remember how each round, hang on, I'm going to finish my corner here real quick. I'm going to do my first half of my corner. And I'm going to count. So we have to have 30, what is it, 31? Am I right?
31 or 33? I don't
know. No, I think it's 31.
Okay.
13, 14, 13 and 13 was 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It's 31.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7, and that's 7, and that's 7. So that's
21.
21. How does that even get to 31?
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. Unless you're counting all
21,
22,
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yep. That works.
Because you count each of the chain spaces.
And the one in the middle, and the single crochet in the middle.
Or each chain stitch you count. So you're going to be
stitch.
So we're going to be connecting into each chain.
So when you connect this together and say you're connecting with single crochets, you're going to connect with 2 single crochets in the chain space, a single crochet in the single crochet, and a single crochet 2 in the next chain space.
I don't like that.
I'm fine with that.
I don't like it.
I'm okay. That's right, Cindy. We count all the chains, and then we get 31.
I don't like it. I'm
okay with that.
I don't like it.
Okay. No, you don't have to like it. You can. It's your blanket. You do what you want. I'm just going to follow the pattern because I think it'll be okay. I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's going to look funky.
I certainly don't feel like going and putting a single crochet round around all of my squares. I'm not doing that.
Is there a very specific, okay, in some patterns that you make squares and connect the squares, sometimes the writer of the pattern will say, connect the squares in the method that you prefer. And sometimes they will give very explicit directions as to the manner in which you are supposed to connect the squares. Because there are several methods for connecting squares. Does this pattern tell us exactly how to connect the squares, or are we left to our own devices?
No, it absolutely does.
Oh, good.
Let's see. Hang on. Let me find my 25, 30 pages of directions. So the joining is after all of this stuff. I'm never going to finish this square. You know that, right? All right. So where's our join? Join. If you haven't done so already, Angie, weave in your ends.
I got a guy for
that. Block if necessary. All of your joins are made with yarn G. They'll be joined with crochet stitches worked from the front. Stitches are joined together using single crochet stitches, which are made in the front loops only. How to join?
Working front to front or back to back?
Front.
Because it said on the front, so that means you'll put it back to back.
They're worked from the front.
From the front, so you're going to put them back to back.
From the front. So work into each consecutive stitch or chain along the squares, then make 1 chain before working the next 2 squares. You just join them together with
a single crochet.
single crochets all the way around to join them together.
Alrighty.
So if you have a space where you have 2 single crochets, or 2 chains, you will put 2 singles in there.
Don't like it.
So your other square you might be joining to might have 2 stitches, and you just will have to put
a stitch or a single crochet into the chain and a single crochet into the stitch.
And you might have to do 2 in your, you'll do 2 stitches in the one square to your 2 chains.
Or are you supposed to do it into the chain, not into the chain space?
Well, I wouldn't try to put it into the chain, but I would just go in the space, but
Okie dokie, artichoke.
There you go.
Sounds like we have a plan of attack then.
I think it'll be all right.
Okay, mine's done. This is my...
And I'm not even done with my second side. Well, I stopped.
Well, you were talking.
Yeah.
I wish I would have used a different color for this because my bobbles don't show up very well.
Oh, goodness. Your bobbles show up just fine.
Do they? Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
I see them perfectly beautifully. All right, so here's what I'm excited about next week. I'm excited for something next week.
Okay. Is it Thanksgiving?
Well, it is, but...
Is it pumpkin pie?
No.
I know. You hate pumpkin pie.
No, I don't hate pumpkin pie.
Oh, no. Pumpkin pie is the one you like. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'll eat pumpkin pie. It's not like I have to have pumpkin pie. It's not my favorite. Okay. But what I'm excited for next week is I have not 1, but 2 advents coming. Yarn
fun.
advents. I have 2 coming. I'm super excited about that.
So you have Southern Skeins and what's the other one?
Bad Sheep Yarn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to Black Friday because, okay, I got to show you guys something. I don't care if I finish this or not while we're doing
I'm starting my next one.
Go ahead.
I'm just listening to you.
I got to share something with you. Hang on.
Okay. Share away. Francesca asked, what's the biggest thing that any of us have crocheted? I made a couple of it's a Hooked on Sunshine is the pattern maker. It's called the Artist Big Girl blanket, and it's just a giant blanket. But this Franken blanket that Michelle and I are working on, if you do it in the worsted weight version, it's supposed to be an 8-foot square blanket. So
all right. So I have been hooked on Bad Sheep Yarn. Okay.
Yes, you have. Oh, I know what you're going to show.
What?
Oh, I think I know what you're going to show.
Okay, so I had to buy this one. It's purple as all get out, right? Every time she shows it on her live and stuff, it looked blue. But she's like, no, it is purple. It's purple. See, it's purple, right?
Yeah.
In my camera, it's purple, very purple.
Yeah.
So this was a special one. This is called Zero Gravity. It was like Halloween time.
Yeah, you showed that in your yarn video.
Right. And then there's this one. And this one's Poison.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm trying to make a shawl. Is what I'm trying to make. This not a shawl, yes. Cocoon, the cocoon shawl thing.
Yes.
So I'm trying to come up with some colors that will all go together. So I was off to a great start. I thought these would go okay. And then when I get them and I'm like, well, okay, they would go together. The purple's not quite the same. But then I also bought Space Trash.
I loved Space Trash, by the way.
Right? And Space Trash.
I was surprised that you liked it.
It's just fun. And it goes well with this one. So then I'm like, okay, but that doesn't scream go together colors for a shawl to me.
No.
Okay. So it's not blue, Sue. It is not blue at all. Look, Sue, see? It is purple as all get out. Purple. All right. It is.
I
violet.
think the camera is picking it up as a little.
I know, but look at it now.
It's still the camera. The camera does pick it up as a little bit blue.
I think it looks very purple in the camera right now. At least what I'm seeing looks very purple. Anyhow, so I was like, okay. Then
maybe it's just my monitor.
I don't know. Then she comes out with a new yarn for Christmas. And you haven't seen this one yet, I don't think. This one is called Sugar Plum Fairy. Now, when she shows it on her live, and even in her pictures on her website, this one looks very purple. So I'm thinking, okay, I've got purple here.
Mm-hmm.
And if I buy these, they're purple. This will all go together. This is Sugar Plum Fairy. I'm going to take these two away because these don't work. So I thought Sugar Plum Fairy would work with these. Now I'm gonna hang on. I'm trying to get you really close here. Now, do you see purple? Hang on. Do you see purple in Sugar Plum Fairy? Hang on. Do you see purple in Sugar Plum Fairy?
Yes.
Where do you see purple?
Right there at the bottom, isn't that purple?
Right down here?
Yeah, at the very
right
bottom.
over here?
Mm-hmm.
It's blue.
Is it really?
It's blue. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, like, can you see it now a little differently?
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's blue.
Yeah.
So this very rich purple color doesn't really go with this.
Well, instead of trying to find something to match that, could you just find something to match the other?
To match which one?
To
match these?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Now can you see how blue it is when you see it? Okay, hang on. See how blue it looks now from a distance? How blue?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's blue. All right. So when they made this set, they made a set. There was Sugar Plum Fairy. What's the girl's name in Nutcracker?
Oh, I don't know.
Whatever her name is.
I don't know that I've ever seen Nutcracker.
Whatever her name is, one is named after that girl. And there's another one that's called Prince. Prince is this blue color that matches this. So my thought is I have some rewards points with her now.
Uh-huh.
We're doing
she
a
has
sale on Black Friday. You can stack your coupons. I can use both.
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking that now I just need to go get some blue prints to go with this.
And I'm sure it was probably intended to go, match or whatever, since it's from the same collection.
Yes. So I just keep buying all this yarn. And to make this shawl I want to make, you have to have a ton of yarn.
What is the pattern?
That cocoon shawl.
But I know
it's an expression fiber arts shawl.
Oh, okay. Oh, speaking of that, I didn't see her pattern for today.
It's a knit pattern.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I think I need like some ungodly amount of yarn, 1,500 to 1,700 yards or something.
Bye, Paula.
I didn't even know Paula was here.
She said she's been lurking, but now we're speaking a foreign language.
So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing now. But since they're having this sale, I will go check out her sale and see what I can do and probably just get the colors that were intended to go with that to begin with.
So I want to know if anyone other than me has this problem this time of year. So
it's just you. Whatever it is, it's just you. I'm kidding.
Usually is. I feel like it is so unfortunate that, okay, I am not the kind of person who saves up all year for Christmas. I use November and December's income to buy all of my Christmas gifts for people. So
Here's the back of the shawl real quick. It's really pretty.
it is beautiful.
It is very pretty. Okay,
So
go ahead.
I don't allow myself a crafting supply budget for November and December because I am spending all of my extra income on Christmas gifts. And it sucks because everybody has such good sales on yarn and diamond paintings and stuff, you know? Does anybody else have that problem, or am I the only idiot who just doesn't save money all year?
I didn't save money. I just go into my savings account. I just start spending what I got, you know.
Yeah, all of my disposable income this time of year goes towards Christmas gift. It's what happens when you have so many kids and grandkids.
You don't have that many kids or grandkids.
I have 3 kids and 2 grandkids.
That's not that many.
It's too many as far as I'm concerned.
Too many as far as I'm concerned.
Way too many. And then, of course, like Emily, she doesn't want anything. What did I do here? I didn't finish my corner back there. No wonder that looks a little
Well, you could be in my shoes. I have one son, and I don't know what's going on with the girlfriend this year. I don't know. I have a daughter-in-law, and 1 grandchild. Are you adding this up? I'm not.
Oh my God.
Then we have Dale's daughter and 3 kids, Dale's son, wife, and 2 kids. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of people. That's getting up there.
Yeah. Well,
so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grandkids now. 6 grandkids. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adults.
But I don't think you understand.
No, 6 adults.
I was raised in a very strange Christmas family. My family goes above and way freaking beyond for Christmas. When I found out how much other people spend on Christmas shopping, I was shooketh.
No, I was surprised when I found out how much you spent.
Well, yes, I spent thousands of dollars on Christmas.
No.
Thousands.
No. Mm-mm.
I mean,
you bought Nate what, a chair last year or something that was like
$300.
That's way more than my budget per kid.
No, Nate's budget is between $1,500 and $2,000.
Holy shit! You spend that much on him?
Because I spent that much on all the kids when they were minors. Yes.
Almost.
And each of the girls, now that they're adults, they each get $500.
No.
And of course, Emily doesn't want gifts this year, but she'd like the money before Christmas so she can use it towards Christmas, which I don't like because I want her to have something for herself. She deserves to have something for herself. But she says, Mom, I really don't want anything. I just want to be able to have the girls have a good Christmas.
Angie, I could do probably most of my family Christmas shopping just with Nate's budget.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been that way.
We don't go crazy like that. We just don't.
Well, and we have a lot of parents. I mean, you know, I have my mother and stepfather, and then I have my father and stepmother, but then I also have my ex-stepfather who my mom was married to when I was growing up, who raised me, him and his wife, and then we have Jeff's parents. Thank God there's just them.
So we don't even buy something for all of those people. We don't do something for all of those people. We do And there is nobody to get together with for Dale's family because
Well,
kids.
and then I have Jennifer and Sarah and Alex, who
And you
are
buy them
right,
all something too?
and Alex's now fiance, and my friend Susie and her two boys.
Okay,
who
so
we celebrate Christmas with.
So I'm just gonna say maybe at some point in time it's time to cut back on all that.
Well, but we're their only family.
Who's only family?
Sarah and Jennifer and Susie. We're their only family. Like we celebrate Christmas with them. We're their only family.
And so how much do you spend on them?
Oh, well, we spend more on Jennifer. She's the mom. About $40-50.
So for my family, for my extended family, meaning my niece, her boyfriend, my sister, her boyfriend, my dad, we don't buy gifts for all of them. We do one thing, a family gift exchange type thing where everybody gets one thing. We do like pass the gift kind of game type thing, and that's what we've decided to do now.
Well, I was very, very thankful when several years ago we quit doing things for nieces and nephews because that was getting way out of control.
Yeah.
What we did for my sisters and brother-in-laws and nieces and nephews, and that was tough.
So we don't spend more than $100 on anybody.
Not even your kids?
No, ma'am.
Now, what did you do when they were little? You have to remember, Nate's little.
No, never. I've never spent that kind of money.
But that's what we don't spend a lot of money on him through the year. Like, that's how he gets stuff, is Christmas. Like, back to school shopping, we don't spend a lot of money. Birthdays, we don't,
But yes, you did. Yeah, you did. You took him back to school shopping and you spent a bunch of money on him for clothes. I know you did because he didn't have anything to wear.
$500.
See?
That's not that much.
That is.
When a pair
of pants, that's a lot.
When a pair of pants costs $50 each, that's not that much.
But in my mind, that's a lot of money. I'm with Jennifer. Her son gets $100 a piece.
It seems like a lot, but it doesn't go that far.
It's fine. It's one day. It's one day of the whole year.
But he loves it.
It's one day out of the whole year is my thought. And why should we spend so much money on this one?
Because it's special.
It's really not, though.
It is for me. And I reserve the right to enjoy my holiday.
There you go.
I reserve the right to enjoy my holiday and celebrate it in the way that makes me happy.
Well, there you go.
And for me, that's the right thing to do, is to shower my family with gifts.
Okay.
That's what makes me happy. But it does suck that also crafting stuff is out this time of year.
So I'm just over here buying yarn and stuff for myself, and
right. That's all I'm saying is that during these 2 months, I choose to put I choose to put all my extra money into gifts for other people. I choose to do that. But it sucks that that's when the best deals are.
Yeah, I'd rather spend less on everybody else and have some more money for me.
And I figure, here's the way I look at it. I do that all year. All year, I spend money on myself. So for those 2 months, I can take that extra money and I can spend it on everybody else.
Well, yeah, I'm just a tightwad. I don't spend that much money on people.
And I really enjoy it. I truly enjoy gift giving. It gives me joy.
Well, I do too. But I wouldn't enjoy it if I was spending a lot of money. Then I'd feel too much pressure and I'd feel like that wasn't fun.
Oh no, see, I love it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Isn't that weird how different people are though?
And I think a lot of it has to do, like growing up, Christmases were a huge thing for us. Like I grew up with immense Christmases.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean,
And
we had a few nice things, several packages and whatnot, but I know my parents didn't spend that kind of money on us. I know they didn't. It wasn't, you know.
I mean, I remember like the Cabbage Patch Kid craze. My parents not only got in fights at Toys R Us for one Cabbage Patch Kid, I think we got 5 each that year.
What?
Yeah. Yes.
That's okay. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I've never had that kind of money to spend on stuff like that.
Well, we really didn't. They just always made Christmas special. I don't know. I spend $100 each on stockings, for God's sake.
$100 on stockings?
By the time it's all said and done, yeah.
On each stocking? Not all the stocking.
Yes. Tell me what you can put in a stocking that doesn't. What do you put in stockings?
For the grandkids, it's usually some candy
Oh, see,
and
I don't do stockings for the grandkids.
the grandkids don't get stockings?
No.
Just your 3 kids?
Well, the adult kids don't get stockings anymore.
Well, then who are you giving stockings to?
Just Nate. But I mean, when they were little, I did.
Oh.
I just quit doing Maddie's stocking last year.
No, I do stockings. I do stockings for everybody, but
Oh, see, okay. Well, if I had to do stockings for everybody, I wouldn't do that.
I do them for everybody, and I probably only spend $100.
But what do you put in them?
Candy, little things from the dollar store, little Matchbox cars for the kids, little things like that. Nothing expensive.
Okay, my stockings are always, and this is my big thing for stockings is always a new toothbrush, new toothpaste, razors, shampoo, conditioner, shower gel, bath gel, like gum or something like that. I'll stick maybe like a iTunes. Well, iTunes cards aren't really in anymore, but with the girls, that's what I would do. Socks, underwear,
And you know what?
and candy.
And you want to know
So
what?
it was all really stuff I was going to be buying anyways.
In my world, that's the actual present for my kids.
Oh,
Like my son will get a package of all of that, like one of those sets of body wash and shampoo and all that kind of stuff. That's an actual gift for him.
oh, I get the individual ones and just deodorant. That's always in there. So it's all stuff I would buy anyways, and I just put it in their stocking.
Oh boy, how different we are, right? I'm trying to remember where I'm at. What am I doing here?
I don't know. I'm at my bobble row, my first bobble row.
I'm only on my. Well, you know what happened.
I know what happened. You got distracted.
I had to tear out that one row twice.
Well, then you were showing us yarn for other projects too.
I know, but I had to tear that thing out twice.
I'm getting a little stir crazy. That's why I'm a little amped up today. I haven't left the house since we went yarn shopping 2 weeks ago.
Oh, goodness.
Like, I haven't even walked outside.
Where am I at? What am I doing? I don't even know where I'm at, what I'm doing here. Am I at my corner? I'm at my corner. Good Lord.
Good Lord.
I'm trying to already skip ahead and skip half my corner. I can't talk and crochet today. It's just not happening. It's just not happening.
I like this square.
I'm not. I can't get it right.
I like this square best of all so far.
I'm not enjoying this one so far. Okay, I feel like I've already done this wrong.
So this year for Christmas, Nate wants a second monitor for his computer. so he can game and on 2 monitors, game and do something else at the same time.
He wants another monitor?
Yeah. The problem with that is that then someone has to be knowledgeable enough to know how to set that up for his computer to run with 2 monitors. And that person is not me.
It shouldn't be that hard.
I wouldn't think so, but it's still not me.
I mean, I have a laptop is my computer.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh, you have a desktop too?
No.
Oh, I thought you had a desktop.
My desktop
computer.
blew up and I got the laptop.
Oh, okay.
So I have a large monitor hooked up to it. So I literally have 2 screens. One's
Right.
my laptop and one's the big monitor.
Okay. I'm sure Nate can figure it out.
Probably. It's not, I don't think it's difficult. You plug it into one of your ports and it comes on. I don't know. It might be a little more complicated than that, but I don't know. Anyhow.
He's probably going to be due for an upgrade to his computer soon. He's had that one for quite a while.
Speaking of Nate's computer, did you go use it after we talked?
I'm sorry, what? No, I'll do it as soon as
Oh. Like, did you go use Nate's computer after we talked?
No, I had to go use something else in a different part of the house.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yes, Michelle. I was thinking about that with Temu.
There you go, Angie. Look at all the money you could save if you just bought a Temu.
Well, but see, that's the thing. That's probably why my Christmases are so expensive, because I usually use Christmas as a time to buy people things that are a little bit higher end than what I would normally purchase. You know what I mean? It's like a treat. Like name brand clothing and such. Well, at least with the girls, that's what I did. Because, oh my God, when the girls were in high school, those stupid jeans with all the rhinestones on the pockets were in style. What were they called? Miss Me. The Miss Me jeans were in style. Those things cost $100 a pair.
There ain't nobody getting nothing name brand high end around here. You need a pair of jeans? We're getting you a pair of Levi's or jeans.
Levi's are expensive.
Just jeans. Just
Levi's
getting jeans.
are $55.
Oh, goodness. Actually, I don't buy my kids clothes, so if they want clothes, I get them a gift card to a store. Here, go shop.
So I'm on round.
That's what I do.
This screen is highly annoying. It keeps going dark on me, like, immediately. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Whoops, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying that out loud because I'll screw you up. Chain 1. And then I proceed to do it again. Okay, wait a second.
Oh, I'm to the popcorn row now. Okay, that's where I'm at.
What did I do? Okay, so I should have 5 in a row, right. Oh, I screwed up. There we go.
Not as bad as I did.
No. I was at the beginning and
I screwed up big time, like more than once.
So we got to have 8 of these bad boys done by next Friday.
Oh my God, that's going to be torture. I can't.
And I like this one.
It might be better when I'm not trying to talk so much.
Yeah, probably. And then I've got... Oh, I started working on those. I don't know if anybody watched my yarn videos, but I bought all of those Mary Maxim kits with the snowflakes. So I started making my snowflakes for everybody. They're coming out really cute. But, you know, it came with a Mod Podge product called Stiffy. Has anybody ever used that?
What are you supposed to do with that?
Well, that's how, because they're snowflake Christmas tree ornaments, and so you stiffen them afterwards so that they stay in shape.
Oh,
To hang them on your tree.
okay.
But I'm wondering if it's just like a starch. If I couldn't just starch them, because
I'm certain it probably is.
well, it comes in like a tube, like a glue or something would, and it just seems really messy. I read the directions and it just seems really messy.
Yeah, I'd probably just starch them.
That's what I'm thinking.
That would do the trick, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But it sucks because I think I have to block them too. So
Probably to make the shapes right. And
yeah. And so I'm not looking forward to all that blocking.
What did I starch the one time? Was it something that we did together?
Probably that doily.
Oh yeah, it was the doily. So I didn't think Dale was going to work today for the farmer, but he's gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, where'd you go, honey? Why'd you leave? What are you doing? Oh boy. So
at least he's not washing tractors in the rain today.
Right. So we have a friend of ours, Angie and I, a friend of ours, has started this little group of Michigan diamond painters. And they meet and have little get-togethers for the day where they all get together and diamond paint. And it hasn't been very large, I don't think. It's only been like 5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
But
I went once.
Yeah. And they've been doing it for like 4 or 5 months probably.
Yeah, probably about that.
Yeah, something like that. So tomorrow is one of these meet up and hang out and diamond paint days. So I've been talking about going, and Angie just asked me about it today. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to go. So Angie's thinking about it. So let's convince Angie she should go tomorrow too.
Well, there won't take much convincing because I already went on the group and said that I was going to go.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yes.
So good. I think we're both going to go then, and we'll go hang out.
It's a little bit of a drive for me, but it's pretty close for you, isn't it?
It's probably 35 minutes or so.
Yeah, I think it's like an hour and a half for me.
Yeah. Which makes sense. It takes you about that long to get to my house.
Yes. Yep.
You're just going a little different direction.
Yep, a little farther. And I was thinking about, because when I go, I take 52 the whole way down. I go past that yarn store in Perry. So I was thinking about stopping at that yarn store in Perry.
Is that where you've been, Menards?
Yeah.
Oh. You went to get bolts for Brad's project. Yeah, okay. And he found a belt. Okay, that's where he's been.
Suet.
And Suet.
And a belt.
It would be 1.5 hours for you too, Francesca. So you guys are coming from opposite directions. You're more Detroit over that way, and she's more up.
I'm up north.
Near the thumb area that way. And I'm in the middle of the mitten. So, but I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
Yeah. I'm not certain what I want to take to work on.
I was thinking that too. I don't want to take my gnome because I'm so close to being finished. I'd finish it. So I got to decide what my next project is going to be. I was going to do, I was thinking I would start my Christmas painting.
You know tomorrow. What? I could do that. What do you think, Francesca? Should I take my painting tomorrow?
But my problem is I don't know what I'm going to work on for December for Christmas.
Oh, I know that. I got mine.
Because I just did my DAC Christmas unboxing video, and I asked everybody to decide for me what I should work on.
Oh, so now you have to wait for responses?
No, I have to wait. Yes. Now I have to wait for responses.
Oh, is it live? Is your video live?
Yes, I just got it up
Angie,
this
these
morning.
popcorns are gonna kill me. They're literally gonna kill me. Ugh.
Yes, Michelle, I am.
I
Yes,
forgot
did.
to do them again.
Did you really?
I forgot to do them again. I did.
Michelle, I'm super excited. I can't wait for February.
Oh, the retreat in Texas.
Yeah.
God, I cannot remember to do these popcorns.
They're like a major focus of the round.
Thank God there's only 2 rounds that have them. Because I seem to be messing it up every time. I like popcorn too. I don't know. What is my problem?
I don't know yet, Michelle, how I'm going to get there. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do. I'm kind of in the mood for a road trip, believe it or not.
So we should just say we were hoping that I got in, and we.
Yeah. I didn't know if you wanted to put that out.
Yeah, no, I'm just put it out there. We were hoping that I got in, but I haven't gotten in. So
yeah, we were hoping Mindy would get off the wait list.
At least not yet. Yeah.
So we could drive together.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop there. It is 4 o'clock.
Oh, we gotta go.
I know, and I can't seem to crochet worth a you know what today and talk. I got 8 popcorns. I'm good. I'm good right there. Oh goodness gracious me. Oh my oh. So this is going to use up some of our yarn.
Yes, it is. Those popcorns are going to be yarn eaters, aren't they?
Yeah. Popcorns will use up some yarn. Kansas City. Is that Kansas City? KC?
What are we talking about, Kansas City?
Michelle. You could fly to Kansas City and ride with her.
Oh, that would be fun. Oh, yeah, that would be a good time, Michelle. I'll look into that. That sounds like
Angie did get a train from Diamond Art Club.
I didn't get the newest one, no. No, I didn't get the one from Diamond Art Club.
Oh, no, you got the one from Dreamer Designs.
Yeah.
Let's just speak about that. Emma hasn't mentioned purchases and new paintings coming out for Saturday or anything. Where's Emma? She's not on that today. What's going on?
I know usually she hits us up with who's getting what, doesn't she?
Oh, seriously. That's really pretty.
Wrong?
This is really pretty, but it's like a Chuck Pinson that I have. So this is their most recent release for tomorrow.
You know what I like? You know what one I like is that, which is weird because I'm not a cat person, but I like that Maine Coon one. I think that one's super cool looking.
So I don't need that tropical thing. This one right here, this colorful thing.
Yes.
Well, you know what I want.
Oh, I see what I did.
You know what I want, don't you?
No.
This.
Oh, yes. You and your horses.
This. I have all the Lori Prindles.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that you do.
I do. I need that. That is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. And it was Sue, I believe I was telling that they actually do the hair very well in this rendering. It doesn't look weird to me. Sometimes hair looks weird.
Sometimes hair does look weird.
But this looks really good. Oh, there's Emma. See, Emma? Where? Yes. Come on, Emma. You didn't hop in there and, You know what, Angie? Have you noticed that our crochet lives are getting more and more people that just come hang out with us?
I have. I think it's because we're so darn
entertaining. Entertaining.
It's our magnetic personalities.
Yeah, there's like 25 people hanging out here in the live today. I'm like, we're doing good. We used to have like 6, 7, 8. Then we got 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe. We're up to 25 today. That's a lot. We're doing great. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. And now you know, Emma. Now you know. That horse. The horse. We're not even talking about Dreamer Designs. Let's not go there. Let's just not go there. Okay? Because every time I say, I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying anything. What do they do? What do they do?
I didn't see anything that I had to have on from either place. So I'm good.
Not even this beautiful house. Look at that, Angie.
I just don't need it. I just don't need it. It's gorgeous, yes. I just don't need it.
She's got to go spend all that money on them Christmas presents.
That's right. I got other people to spend money on this month.
And of course, I like the Trisha Riley Matthews, the cute little girl.
And then, of course, Thanksgiving itself costs a damn fortune to put on.
I'm going to say this quietly. Dale's buying the groceries for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Oh, now you're going to Brad's. Now he's off to work.
That'll work.
All right. Tropical Diamond. What's Tropical Diamond, Emma? I don't know what that is.
Is that a company or a painting?
I don't know. What is Tropical Diamond? Is it that tropical one I showed at first from Diamond Art Club? Is that the one you're speaking of? Tropical Landscape? This one? This one. You need that? I don't. See, I have Chuck Pinsons that look just like that. There are Chuck Pinsons that look almost exactly like that. So I'm good. I'm good with that one. But that horse. The horse is mine. Horse is all mine. Step back, people. Don't go buy it. Don't run me out of. Don't buy them out. Don't buy them out. That's what I'm trying to say. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, Sherry. Thank you.
Yes.
You
Happy
too.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes. All right. Well, now that Dale's gone to work, I'm going to be.
I have a warning about next Friday, though.
What?
I may be a little punchy.
Why?
Because if I go Black Friday shopping, I will be a little punchy by the time it comes 2:00 in time for our live.
I mean, are you like going out shopping?
I think I'm going to this year. I haven't the last couple of years, but my sisters and I have been talking about bringing the tradition back.
So you would get up early and do that whole thing?
Oh, yes.
It's not even a thing anymore, Angie. It's just
We're
not.
bringing it back, Mindy.
But it's not.
It back.
But Friday morning's not really a thing anymore because most of these places don't really do that kind of stuff. We're
bringing it back.
They start their sales on Thursday and Wednesday and all week long, and they don't have this.
Bringing it back.
But do the stores? Are the stores bringing it back?
We don't care. We're going shopping.
Okay, I'm just thinking it's not the deal chasing type of thing it used to be.
No,
because the stores don't run it that way anymore.
But we're gonna celebrate it like we used to in the good old days.
Okay, I got you.
With Jägermeister and Red Bull.
Oh, good God.
And yes.
Oh, good God. What are those called?
Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs. Okay, I've never had a Jaeger bomb in my life.
Oh, you're missing out. You get drunk.
No, I'm not. No, I'm all good. All good. Oh boy. Well, I'm not going anywhere Friday morning. I'm going to my computer or my phone Friday morning. That's where I'm going.
Oh, one of our local yarn shops is having a thing Friday, kind of like okay, you remember what lock-ins? Do you remember lock-ins when you were in school?
What?
A lock-in.
No.
They would have like overnight dances, our school?
No.
Yeah, and it was called a lock-in, and it was like an all-night dance.
Oh, no, we never did that.
Oh, well, they're having something like that at one of the local yarn shops.
Oh.
On Friday.
They're going to lock people in?
Well, I think you'll be free to leave, but it's that kind of concept.
Oh. Okay. On what day?
On Friday. Just everybody gathering and with their PJs and comfy clothes and crocheting and
sit
knitting all
around
day.
and sit around and knit and stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You can't do that and get up and have Jaeger bombs in the morning and
No.
be ready to go.
No.
No. She's no. Oh goodness, my brain hurts. I don't know why.
All right. We're out of here.
Yes, we are. We will talk to you
Bye,
guys
everybody.
next week. All right. They're bad for your liver and your heart. Sue says, don't do it. All right.
Stuff
But
is
how many
bad.
paintings are coming out next week, Emma? Only they know. We don't know. Nobody.
Yeah, they keep it
knows.
a secret.
Yeah, we don't know. All right. Right.
All
So
right.
Black Friday's been going on for weeks now. Exactly. Right. Oh boy. Okay. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.